Hello, hello. I don't have a quote this morning. But I was given an instruction just to, sort of like that game Telephone, you know, where somebody says something in your ear, it's a party game, you're supposed to say the same thing in the next guy's ear, and so on around a circle. And by the time, let's do another little directional thing. By the time it gets back to the original person, it's a completely different message. You know, everybody's heard it in a slightly different way and tweaked it a little bit, and it's usually very funny because the brain will interpret the whisper in a different way. I don't know what that's about. Like the sudden, it's not so much in the way of misunderstandings that get amplified, but we do constitute a kind of a circle. We receive messages and we give them out, and you know, we're not going to give exactly the message the other person gave to us. It's a different inflection. Same with the message they got from the other guy. It's a game called Telephone, so it's something about, it might be even like you're in a thread, on a text thread, or something like that. And the same idea, but just absent the idea of a particular communication changing as it moves along. The idea, and to me this is comforting. Again, Pema Chodron, check her out, she's amazing. Basically, the belief is that whatever it is you're feeling, whatever it is, the screwiest, the one you think nobody else can be feeling this way, or the intensity of this, nobody else can feel. I'm alone in this, whether it's physical pain or just a general feeling of being freaked out, or delight in a ripe peach or whatever. I think as each of us, you know, maybe struggles with, but survives certain feelings or certain feelings of isolation all over the globe, that's your connection to, you know, tribes and tribes of people who are undergoing the same struggle. And as you survive it, you help them survive it. And as they get through, and they help you get through, like we're all lighting, what was it Ram Dass said? We're all walking each other home. We're all walking each other home. Oh, that doesn't want to shuffle. Which usually means we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Walking each other home. Knight of Swords. I saw the next one, so I'm going to lay out a few. Knight of Swords. An understanding, or somebody has something to say. 9 of Wands. You know, it shows the guy with it's usually a guy with a bandaged head. Here it's a gentleman in his turban. So it is a card of the wounded warrior, but this is somebody, it's almost like a not a last stand, but I'm still here, I'm still intact. Okay. 9 of Wands. This is the deck where the numbers are hard to see. Emperor. In that same Wands energy, a card of Aries and Divine Masculine. My voice is just shot today, I apologize. perhaps, if you've been waiting for a message like all around the globe, remember there's a tribe of us who might be feeling like that. I mean, it could go two ways or maybe back and forth. Divine Masculine has something to say about how they're still standing. They're wounded in some way, but it's galvanized them in some way. They've been through the fire, they've come out stronger. You know, if you're a potter and you make your pot on the wheel, and then in order to make it strong, you put it in the fire, you put it in the kiln, you fire the pot. It gets stronger. So the Emperor may be ready to say something, having done a whole bunch that has led them to this point. Wands are about doing things. Swords are about cerebral stuff or saying things. And I think it's like a new outlook. The way this guy is peeking through the mask. Okay. Under Knight of Swords, Knight of Coins. That's slow but sure forward movement. It can be kind of slow as molasses, almost as if your feet are just, you can barely pick them up off the ground. One step at a time, one more step. And I think it's something about the offer here that is heavy to bear, but you can bear it. You're a wounded warrior. You can bear it. Okay, tell us about this Knight of Coins character. What can be a card of sort of waiting in place. Ace of Swords, usually that means yes to whatever. MJ, Soulful Revolution. This card for her indicates that what she just said is an affirmative. And I like that, and occasionally I adopt that interpretation, particularly when it's coming through with Knight of Swords. And there's something coming in loud and clear. I mean, I think this person, Emperor, Knight of Swords, won't be equivocating. You know, it'll be unambiguous. Is that right? Unambiguous. Clarifying somehow. And you're ready to hear it. Somebody, and you know, you could be Emperor. It doesn't mean a man. Okay. Five of Pentacles. That's sort of that down and out card. You know, nobody feels this shut out. Nobody's as alone as I am right now. And there are people all over the planet feeling like this. And it's not just like, oh, don't feel rejected or sad because you're in that position. Of course you feel what you feel. But it's a shared experience. And there's something in the way that you get through the day. You know, here it's the pentacle, the singular pentacle is the gift or the burden or the lesson. And here it's that out in the cold energy. It almost seems like a baby with a baby on their back. It's a child carrying a child. I think it has to do with inner child. Is it this one? Okay, on Knight of Coins, 10 of Wands. It's a card of laying down the burden. Having done everything this person could do, they're now closing it out and embarking on something of it. I mean, this is the Tibetan monk. Laying down the burden, perhaps in order to present this tangible, something grounding. That's why they're moving forward slow. Okay, that's why they're moving forward slowly. Knight of Pentacles, they were burdened. And they're just now closing out that cycle. Burdened and perhaps feeling abandoned. Childhood abandonment, maybe? Like where you have to mother yourself? Is it this one? 10 of Cups. That's a big jump. Here's the person out in the cold, feeling abandoned. Ten of Cups is like pretty much ultimate, not ultimate happiness, but a state of satisfaction, feeling loved, feeling surrounded by the people you love. I mean, they're opposite. Surrounded by the people you love. On Knight of Swords, we have Queen of Cups. I think Divine Masculine, whoever's the action taker, because they're doing the talking now. They're taking the action to tell the truth. They want to make something clear to Queen of Cups. I think it's somebody that loves them and who somehow, because she looks so sad. Emperor may feel like they've delivered this Queen of Cups person some kind of blow, perhaps by something they said in the past. And I think they're basically telling this Queen of Cups, that was my wound talking. Perhaps my wound is like a childhood abandonment that I'm playing out again and again. Either by putting myself out in the cold or putting somebody else out in the cold, or just denying that basic need for comfort. Okay. Page of Coins. So we have Page and Knight of Coins. Oh, well, okay, be that way. The Emperor may be offering something small but tangible to somebody he may have, they may have left out in the cold. And it's somebody they love this much. Somebody they feel completes them. And it may be you who is bringing this person, because you're Queen of Cups here, some comfort. Love is all around you, even though you may have been abandoned. You may have a history of abandonment, Pentacles energy. You may have felt particularly on your own for the last 5 years. You're not alone. All over this globe, right? And it's just in touching into that empathy for us all, for everybody who's struggling with what you're struggling with. And man, we've all been through it. These are hard times. There's something about this that almost looks like a shield to me. Okay. I don't know. Tell me about this. This may be Queen of Cups' little response. I don't think it's breadcrumbing, but it's almost like I'll try to work with this, or I've got a building block, or I have a lesson. Tell us about the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior who's been galvanized, like the piece of pottery that's fired in the kiln and made stronger. Knight of Cups. We have a lot of movement here. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. No Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is sort of a dodgy energy. Remember I said there's something about the straight talk or the unambiguous talk? If this were Knight of Wands, that would be called into question, because Knight of Wands is a scattered, sometimes immature energy. But this is somebody who's sort of riding a wave of emotion, coming into their Queen of Cups with something to say. And it may be, well, let's find out. Is it this one? I was going to say it may be that it seems fairly small, but it's big considering it comes about in this environment of lack, like somebody's scraping by, or somebody's maybe in financial trouble. Five of Cups. That was there before I had glimpsed it, and I just picked up the deck again and did the cut, and there it is again. Fives indicate a need for change. We have Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Somebody feels locked out, a sadness that reinvigorates a childhood wound. And there's been some kind of lesson here, some kind of takeaway to do with, it's not the need to give love, but that's kind of a natural impulse, is to connect. Even if we've been hurt, we still connect. And even through the wound, it's sort of like, well, it's empathy. I've been there. We're all struggling. And now the struggle becomes to discover or rediscover what we feel. You know, even to accept the sadness, the feelings of abandonment. It's almost like a part of us not splits off, but opens to allow this change to happen. to hold the vision of and allow ourselves to be comforted by this circle of connection. There's nothing you're going through that people all over this planet aren't feeling as well. There was a guy I didn't know very well, family member of a friend of mine. We were at a party. It was a reunion. A lot of people were, wee, you know, and we found ourselves both sitting down. You know, for various reasons, we were physically challenged, and he knew I was a writer, so he said, "How's your writing going?" And I said, "In truth, I'm just trying to get through the day. You know, that's my creative endeavor today, is just to survive the day." And he said, "Man, me too. You know, here's looking at you, kid." Like, suddenly that, what could have been like a superficial encounter at a family reunion, we were connecting. And it was just through our kind of exhaustion, our need to just put one foot in front of the other and get through the day. And that's not a defeatist attitude. That's courage. To work through your sadness, 5 of Cups, your feelings of abandonment, perhaps some pattern that's gone back till childhood. There's something fresh here being offered. It's a fresh energy. Tell us about the fresh energy that's being offered. Oh yeah, this is a Temperance. Here it's called the Alchemist. Temperance is the blend of the 2 cups, like an alchemical blend. You mix these 2 things together and you get a third thing that is, in alchemy, gold, something magical, something healing. Temperance is a healing in divine timing. We're walking each other home. Major Arcana card. The universe is stepping in and giving you something right now you really need. And it may just be the ability or the understanding that as you work through it, you wounded warrior, you're somehow empowering Wands energy, other people. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. And it may be to close out a cycle and gain some kind of spiritual power, kind of as if something's taken away. What fills the void is some spiritual, you're embarking on some kind of spiritual journey. And you may feel like this, with the baby on your back. You may be a mom, you may have kids, you may be worried about your kids, but I think it also has to do with historical pentacles, you know, the childhood abandonment or worry for your children or something like that, sadness over your children. 2 5s is 10, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and Major Arcana is Wheel. Change for the better. You know, life doesn't spare us hardship. You know, if you're one of those people who has skated through life without hardship, then you are really a tribe of one. Anybody else, you're in a kind of collective of people who are equally struggling, perhaps to get through the day, one step at a time. To get up in the morning, as I did this morning, I had a weird day yesterday. just to get up in the morning and put your shoes on and go make some tea or whatever, splash water on your face or whatever it is heroic. And that's how you heal yourself. And by some magical, not magical, just the connective tissue, it helps other people do the same, and they're helping you in the invisible realm. You know, this is a very concrete 3D realm. And it's very real. It's like no joke. If you're left in the lurch, you're out in the cold, left in your sadness, kind of drowning in your tears, you've aligned with some kind of truth, Ace of Swords. And I think it will be corroborated by somebody coming in and telling you something. You may have loved this person. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and they're coming in to kind of reflect that back to you. You're somehow it's a card of Sagittarius. Well, let's see. What is this alchemical combo about? 10 of Cups. It's not just the 2 cups that the alchemist is mixing. It's 10 of Cups, and it shows these rather different but complementary people. Oh my God, done it again. Hang on. I gotta get a new battery for my phone because it just doesn't last. You know, there is something in the alchemical blend that like multiplies the cups. As I heal, you heal. As you heal, I heal. We're all wounded. This we have in common. We're all closing out cycles day by day, getting up, putting our pants on, you know, chop wood, carry water. And around here, we sometimes say, chop water, carry wood, because there's a lot of that too, that it's just, earth is hard as stone. Ace of Pentacles. That's like manifesting, alchemizing the new thing, the viable seed out of this period of lack or loss. And it may be the internal blend inside you of your divine masculine self who can take action and your divine feminine self that feels the pain. All over this globe, there are people feeling this way. 2 of Pentacles. I'm struck by the sort of infinity loop between these 2 pentacles. It can be a card of weighing things up. It's also sometimes called the dance of change. I think it's like the 2 cups. You know, that blend. It's almost like over time, there's some kind of resolution. It's like working something out, working something through. The Ace to the 2. Give us one more on the Ace to the 2. 6 of Swords. Moving out of the 5 energy, in this case it would be the 5 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. From rough waters. From rough waters to calm waters, and I notice we have a lot of water imagery here. This is a card of Swords. of beliefs or states of mind. And this is something tangible, but it's still in this, dang it, hang on. Yeah, I'm glad I looked. Two of Cups. You know, the mixture of the two cups. There it is right there. It's sort of knowing in your heart you're moving towards Six of Swords connection. It's not always going to be like this. It's not always going to be like this. Nor is it always going to be like this. You know, the waters ebb and flow, the feelings come and go. But there's a lot of reason to believe in, you know, we're moving out of the overthinking or scary place or the dark times or whatever it is. There's the possibility for connection. There are the links that help us through the day. If they're not in your life right now, they're up ahead. Sort of like steady as she goes. This usually depicts a boat. The change is up ahead. To the 6, out of the 5, you know, to some kind of movement out of the need for change. There it comes. Magician. Card of manifestation. Using all the energies, everything you need, all 4 energies, in a kind of holistic approach to healing. I think that's great. I really do. And we have on the board Sagittarius. I mean, you don't know your own power. You just don't. And what you bring to the table, to the magician's table, everything you need to accomplish this change. You know, it's almost a mystical blend. And you're going to use it well to advance the cause. 6 of Swords to bring clarity to some sort of situation. I think whatever this Emperor person has to say to you, one thing you might say is, yeah, I've been hurting. Have you been hurting? This made me sad, you know, and I know it probably made you sad because we're linked. 2 of Cups. You know, this was perhaps what we felt shut out from. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. You're not shut out. You're not shut out. Calmer waters ahead, steady as she goes. And you're not alone. In feeling alone, in feeling like I'm just trying to get through the day. You're in a tribe of people who are also heroically doing that. Wounded warrior. And what lies ahead is empowerment, Emperor. It gets you pumped up. You're a major manifester. You're a healer. And in these times, boy, do we need that energy. We really do. So don't play small, except that it can come through in the way you look at somebody in the grocery store, you know, checkout line. You can just do this. And that exchange helps you both. That little bit you can give, page of coins, makes a huge difference in your life and in their life. You've got a lot to give. You're not going to run out. you're a giver, you're a healer. No pressure, you're a leader, Emperor. Okay, we have Sagittarius in the Alchemist, Aries in Emperor, Virgo, Gemini in the Magician. We also have Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, which is 4, which in Major Arcana is Emperor. I think both parties are coming from a position of strength by virtue of what they've been through. And there's something about that telephone game. I mean, you may have communication with this person where the conversation evolves with every, I understand this now about you. Let me tell you how it was for me. It's this back and forth shared experience. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.